All right, sir, we got Elijah here who just took an OTS championship with Purrely. Purrely. Okay, how do you feel?
It's solid.
Solid, not bad. Especially after this balance, how did you feel about Delicious?
It's rough, but we were able to compensate for it. So you kind of go for like a different line, turn one, but it's still like a really good line. I feel like the deck's pretty insulated against a lot of stuff, so it's a good choice. Yeah.
And did you have any tough matchups that you think that you had a problem with?
Yeah, dude. So even like last format, we had another one, and I lost to Gold Pride round one, and literally this last one, I lost to Gold Pride round one.
Damn.
I won out. So that deck's pretty rough because I don't know. I feel like they can play through a lot of hand traps, and they just had
we might have to keep
my turn no matter what, so it's pretty tough.
Yeah, we might have to keep an eye on that. Let's get into your deck profile, man.
For sure. All right, so I guess the standard 3 Purrely and 3 Lily. I guess the kind of way I like play it is I want to summon one off of a quick play, and then I want to normal summon one of them. So I don't want to like lower my counts on any of these because like I'm okay with opening like one of them and summoning one off a spell. So these make sense, especially for like grinding. Lily's like insane when you're grinding. Then that's pretty much it for monsters. These are hand traps, 3 Veiler, and then 3 Astral Veiler. This was between Nib, but some of the like warrant for this was I didn't think Cash was going to be big at like our locals, and like a lot of decks here don't really play into Nib, like Branded and stuff like that. And I could draw this off of the Sleepy to use it on their turn. So that's like kind of why I picked this over like maybe a different hand trap or something along those lines. And Ashes, especially going into the new format, it was really good. We do have a decent amount of Branded, so this was really solid.
Do you ever normal summon Effect Veiler?
Yeah, actually. In the finals, I was like grinding against Rika because I had a summon limit up, and like I literally had to normal this to like make a play because I whipped off my Purrely the turn before, and he like book a it. So one time, but you typically don't go into Princess, bro. But that'd probably be like the only reason. And for Purrely spells, you play a straight Purrely. This is like a going first version, so this is actually like really powerful, and this is like what helps you insulate against a lot of stuff, setting up with this, because if they deal with the Exceed while you have both of these, this is going to get you a summon, this is going to add you like one's back, plus this is kind of how you make your Noir slightly bigger. Pretty much we're going for like a beauty with Yeep set, and ideally having like this and this with the beauty on board. So this will put that other material on beauty, and then you yeep it, so your Noir will have 2 spins because it'll have 4 materials, and then you have the beauty negate, and if they deal with that, this will recoup cards and this will special. So
damn, and that's all on first turn?
That's the goal. Yeah. But you also need to like bump your count since this is at 1 now. So to replace the 2 of that, I put in another Yeep and then that. So just to keep like the math kind of in line. And obviously 1 Delicious. It's not terrible. So what you actually will do is use this to equip it. So then it's in circulation, like on your second turn. Like whether it goes to the grave, and then it's Lily bait, and then it just boom goes to Lily, or you get it back with your Sleepy. Just getting it into rotation now is like super important, or like on the crackback, Happy fetching it. So it's not like hard to get to. It's just like, you know, it takes a little more effort, I guess. And 3 Sleepy, so typically now what you're happy is getting is revealing 2 of this and 1 Delicious, so you can make the beauty, and then the off chance you hit that, you're making the plum. It still like comes up, like when you're revealing 3, it's still a 33% chance, which isn't like, you know, the end of the world. So I guess 33% of the time, like I'm still doing the standard play, but this one got a lot better, or whatnot, because they'll give you the extra materials, turn everything into it, but this is what you're typically fetching with that, and then this is pretty standard. This is like your 1-card combo, where you can go this, say you'll fetch 3 of these, play this, get your Lily, get your Yeep, turn this into a beauty, and then if you have any other Purrely spell, you can play it, equip it to that, like say a Sleepy, and then you have the negate plus the Yeep to turn into Noir with the 2 spins.
Jesus.
So that's like technically 3 interruptions, and they have like 3 cards left. This will get you cards back, so you're probably not going to die, and you have plenty for like the follow-up crack pack. All right.
Damn, you know your stuff. I mean, that's what it takes to get that OTS trophy right there, dude.
A lot of things. Let me get that out of the way, and then obviously, like, you're gonna max out on these. These don't really need any explanation.
You gotta see all the names.
Hopefully this, yeah, looking forward to DUNE, because this will just get infinitely better. Being able to set Yeep. This is attached to the black one, the new black one. So getting the draw and then like going into Noir that way, it's like super powerful. So deck's not dead, just gotta wait another month. Then for more stuff, I'll show these two. I felt like these were the best going first or second, so if I get like Drolled, Ash, or anything like that, like going first, I can like rip their hand, or draw more to keep going, can set this, or use it going second, just really solid. So I felt like those were the best cards that were good going first or second. Then we did Prosperities instead of like the Brow Snow Engine. Obviously I couldn't play both because it would conflict with Brow. But what's nice about this is, I wouldn't say you can be greedy, but this helps insulate this cost by putting back like the exceeds and stuff like that. So definitely recommend this card, because the way the deck plays now is really just getting to this card at like all costs. If you can just get this without using like Lily Search, and then Lily can get you to either the Field Spell or the Yeep, like you're in a really good spot. So that was the logic of Prosperity over like a random Brow draw.
Did Prosperity ever conflict with Tactics?
No, not at all, because like you just go for the rip and stuff like that.
Make sure they don't interrupt your turn.
Yeah, because if you're going for like beauty stills, things like that, like taking that extra card, then having the knowledge on like what you're going to negate with the beauty and like the right time to Yeep into the Noir, it's like perfectly fine. And then 3 Infirm to round it off, because this could still technically be like a 6 card. So that was the mains, 40, and extra. I still kept it 2 beauty, 2 plump, 2 happy, and then 2 Noir. If you cut that, like, kind of will conflict with Prosperity and the fact that if there are any cash and they rip your 1, like it's just gone forever. So it's okay. It's Prosperity food. You know, obviously if you go second and you have the Prosperity and they rip that, you can just banish 6 others. So these are all perfectly fine at 2 ofs because of Prosperity, and then you have Yeep like cycling them back. So I wouldn't change any of those. But when you do Prosperity, you still typically keep like 2 of this one, because there's a lot of games where you will summon 2 on your first turn with the Yeep. And other exceeds. Princess, this gets a little more impactful post side because of summon limit, things like that. And Nightingale for like your Zeus lines. Still double Zeus, not just because of like cash ripping it, but the second one can come up, because it's like very easy to make a second one, whether like you're going in with Happy or anything like that. So makes sense. Still played these. These pretty much were Prosperity food, but out of like what I had access to, like, or this deck can access, these made the most sense. Just like the random person slipping, but like hindsight, because I'm playing this, I think this should be probably like the Dawn Dagger, because you turn 1 into this and then use the other one and then you make the Donner. So yeah, I never summoned them. Then for the side deck, I did a couple Bestials just because of Branded. Don't want to get Gimmick Puppet locked. Actually came up against Dogmatica playing the Schism, so I hit their app clone, so they couldn't win to me. So you know, there's a lot of like Furniture Labyrinth, all things like that. Like these are still pretty solid, so felt that was warranted. Then Triple Bandies Fiend, this is like amazing post side, because a lot of people are citing in, like, say they drill you, then you just tribute that Purrely that they drilled you on into this. You set a happy memory, and it's pretty safe.
Dude, I always saw that on your field every time I walked by.
Yeah, pretty much. This card's really nuts, and like what people are citing, like, so round 2, the gold prod I played, he literally had 2 kaijus in his hand. He was like ready to just tribute off a Noir, but he just couldn't play because of this. So the fact that, yeah, you have, I don't know how many quick plays that just special from deck to make this like live is is busted. And a lot of the Purrely spells help protect him. It obviously was better before with Triple Delicious, so he couldn't die by battle, but it is what it is. And Triple Droll for Gold Pride. I honestly kind of expected like people to still be on Heavy Sands because it was like a real deck or Runic, anything like that, but it's level 1 too, if that ever comes up. But felt like that has the most coverage. This is for like Labyrinth or other back row decks, just like the strongest ones. I didn't have room for Cosmic, unfortunately, but that would be like a thought. And then the last one, busted. This is, if you don't see it, this is like when you go for Princess Sprout. A lot of times, like I had to make Princess Sprout and hit this, and then just like camped on summon limit because a lot of the times you just play like one Purrely spell, summon a Purrely or a Lily, that's one summon, and then use their effect to rank up, that's your second. But that like happy going in is so like powerful, or just camping on like a beauty while you have this is just really really strong. Or having the Yeet for their turn, so you can definitely play under this, does not affect you at all, but it's really oppressive to like other decks. So
Do you think Summon Limits just in general is going to be a good card this whole format?
Summon Limit depends on like if the deck can facilitate it. That's the really biggest thing. I feel like this deck can like deal with this card the best, or play it the best versus like other ones. I'm trying to think like what else this would be played in that makes sense. Like I don't think Vanquish Soul could really play this. I don't think maybe Labyrinth could, I guess, but they have so many like other floodgates. There's probably like better ones like Skill Drain for them to be playing. But yeah, that's everything.
All right, man. Well, thanks for the deck profile. You know, I appreciate it. Congrats on the win, and you know, just I look forward to another Purrely matchup. Unless you're hopping ship.
See you, man. See you next set.